Sabbath, Tony Iommi. Okay, let's see. When was the first time I really heard Black Sabbath? I think I remember a friend. Actually, I remember sophomore year I was talking to a friend. He's like, oh yeah, Black Sabbath was one of my favorite bands. And I'm like, I don't think I listened to them that much because I was still kind of relatively new to rock and roll at the time. And I remember, just going on YouTube, looking up Black Sabbath. And of course, there's like the big three, right? Paranoid, Iron Man, and War Pigs. And I remember it was like a lyric video for Iron Man. Click on that and instantly just hear this is kind of a cool trick all by itself too. Or at least I think this is what Iommi's doing. He's hitting that open E on the opening for Iron Man and he's pushing the string behind the nut. And that's how you get that sound. Can you hear it a little bit? And then of course... And then does he just have a killer tune the rest of the way, right? But the riff is so iconic, I love it. And again, that was like 2017 when I first got into them. And that was like, they'd already left the U.S. and were now touring, I think, England for their final tour. So I'm like, great, I just missed them. So that was kind of a bummer. I never did get to see them live. But, and then of course you got... just really, really killer tunes. And this is kind of a guitar thing. And I'm pretty sure this is right because I've seen videos of Iommi, and he's doing it as well. I see a lot of people play some of the riffs, like War Pigs and stuff. They'll play it down here. Let's see. So that, you have the lower strings, right? There's the higher strings for some of those riffs. He's playing it all up here, so like, it's kind of got that darker sound because of that low E, right? That's kind of a nitpicky thing, but I think it makes such a big difference. Like, listen to, here, we could do Iron Man. Let me see. How'd you play it down here? Sounds pretty good, right? But then he got it up here. It makes such a big difference, because you had that low E, it kind of darkens up that sound a little bit. Just kind of a guitar nitpicky thing, but kind of a, thing if you want to get the riff, right. You could do it, you could play it however you want. But that's just kind of how Iommi does it, right? And, there's so many, and I could go on and on for Sabbath riffs, NIB, Sabracadabra's a killer one, and this is a really good one too. Symptom of the Universe is such a killer riff. And, guitar playing aside, one of my favorite things about Iommi is that he's one of the first guitar players that, really had a big impact on me who has a disability. Because if you don't know Iommi's story, he chopped off the tips of his fingers in a industrial accident. And it's kind of cool because it kind of led, it was a tragedy, of course, but, it kind of led to innovation, triumph over tragedy kind of a thing, right? Because, he was, from what I read, he was devastated, of course, when his fingers got chopped off, because he's like, well, I guess this is it, I'm not playing anymore. He was kind of bummed out. But then a friend, I guess, showed him a video of Django Reinhardt, and he was like, well, this guy could do it with, 2 fingers, I can certainly try and play again. And then there's so many cool interviews you can find on YouTube of him talking about the accident and how he kind of experimented with, like, different, molded fingertips, and he, glued leather to it to grip the string better. And then because of that, it was kind of awkward to play in normal tuning. So he would tune the strings down to kind of loosen up the tension so they were easier to bend, so it wouldn't hurt so much. And because he tuned down, that's how he got those heavy sounds, like the intro to, Into the Void, of course, and Children of the Grave. you know, it's all over, like, Masters of Reality, I think, was kind of the first album where they down-tuned. I could be wrong, though. Someone will probably correct me. But that, I mean, it's just so cool, because to me it really just spoke volumes of how, you know, he didn't let, you know, something as big as his fingers getting chopped off, which is kind of important with guitar playing. He didn't let that stop him. He overcame, you know, his challenges, and he basically, you know, created a whole genre of music. So, if that's not inspiring, I don't know what is. And I guess that's kind of everything I want to talk about with Sabbath. So, yeah, I mean, I'm going to go jam out to Symptom of the Universe right now. I haven't played that one in a while. So, yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys. Have a good rest of your day.